Judiciary and Armed Services, Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, we're honored to have you on this show. So Senator, what's your reaction to Mike Emanuel's report? How do you stop this?
What we need to do is send the message that we are not going to tolerate this. When it comes to these students who are out here protesting, if it is foreign students on student visas, then that visa needs to be pulled and they need to be deported. If you've got American students who are on federal student loans, then they need to lose their ability to have that student loan. And if Biden gets into this forgiving student loans, there should never be forgiveness on this. Also, any of these students, professors, faculty that are out protesting against the U.S. and sympathizing and self-identifying with these terrorist organizations, they should be added to the no-fly list and the terrorist watch list. In addition, these schools, whether they're K-12 schools or they're colleges and they're receiving federal funds, if they don't know that they should be standing against a U.S. government recognized terrorist organization and speaking out against this, then yank their funding.
You know, Senator, remember after 9/11, the 9/11 Commission said the failure of what led to 9/11 was a failure of the imagination, that foreign terrorists just took advantage of the open society that is America. That's what's happening now. We have people who are not students, who are unaffiliated with schools, who are professional anarchists and agitators, many of them coming into this nation doing this. So, you know, these are public school leaders. They've got to stick to the law. They have less leeway than private colleges. So, and also businesses are reacting. Federal judges not hiring these students. The fact that it's happening in elementary school and public schools is poison. Listen to the CEO. We'd like your reaction to the head of Silicon Valley tech powerhouse Palantir and what he says is going on. Watch this.
I think the central risk to Palantir and America and the world is a regressive way of thinking that is corrupting and corroding our institutions, that calls itself progressive, but actually, and is called woke, but is actually a form of a thin pagan religion. That is a real danger to our society. And it is a real danger to Palantir if we don't discuss these things.
So this is like a phony Trojan horse, right? They're so tolerant, but they're intolerant. They claim they want diversity, just not diversity of thought, Senator.
Well, you're right on that. And as we have investigated this, what we're finding out, Elizabeth, is that there are terrorist-affiliated organizations like Front for Liberation of Palestine and Students for Justice in Palestine who have been training. They've been meeting with student groups for months. And we also have found out that these organizations are getting money from the Rockefeller brothers, from the Bill Gates Foundation, from George Soros and Open Society. Some of Biden's biggest supporters and donors are funding these anarchists who are going in and using the students, doing training sessions with students on how to go about setting up these protests and building these encampments and making these demands of universities.
Senator, it's a disgrace to all of those who passed away in 9/11. It's a disgrace to all of our women and men who fought against terrorism and dictatorships overseas. It's a disgrace to all of our military veterans and you who serve in the government who tried to stop this poisonous hatred. Senator Marsha Blackburn, thank you so much for joining us. We'll stay on the story.